ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, gentlemen, but you seem to have me confused with a character in a fictional show. Now, if you'll excuse me, my fondue is just about...
Welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm excited! I want to get excited. Oh man. The news that I'm hoping to hear today. Normally I don't do this. To where I just restream a thing here, so... I do apologize. I really do. One second. Saw that coming a mile away. Right. Need to get my web browsers up in here. Perfect. Set to go. Oh, that's right. I think I also need to do that. 1 second. Alright, awesome. Pop out that chat. Pop it out. Pop it out right there. There we go. Bam. I think we're good. Think we Gucci? Alright, I think I'm all set up here. Only problem is, last time I used this particular web browser, it kind of gave me the fix here. It just didn't want to work with me. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some extensions. Hopefully that would... do the trick. Give me a different song. Yeah, so I don't know which one. I really don't know which one, and I don't know which plugin was causing the issues. Either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of hit like a refresh button here. Right now I'm just cleaning some stuff up. And then need to make sure to have it all going here. I'm gonna have a backup web browser just in case if anything were to go wrong, sadly. Okay, let's see here. What am I doing? Right, PC gaming show. Actually, I think I got the direct link over here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think I got the direct link right over here. Oh, let's mute it for now. Let's mute it for now. Because we don't know what's going on. Yeah, it should be starting in like about 15 minutes. We might do a little bit of Yakuza, maybe. Unless it already started. Oh no, it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Wait, is that the stream? Yeah, I don't know if it's copyrighted music or not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just mute everything. Just in the off chance. I'm probably gonna kill the music here in a minute. I'm just waiting for an ad to finish. Freaking ads, dude. Goddamn ads. Alright. Yeah, it's starting in about 10 mementos-ish. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and kill that music. Yeah, so this is basically what I'm seeing right now on the site. So not much is going on at all, really. So we're still kind of good here. Okay. Oh, I never sent out Twitter, okay. So we're good there. Pretty sure I sent it out here, right? Groups, live crew, events. Bam, there it is, yep. So we're good. Good on that front. So I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to have this running in the background. And I think we're going to go ahead and just play a little bit of Yakuza, I think. Hope you guys are excited. God, I'm so happy for today. Just to see what happens. Oh, is that gonna constantly be... Okay, so I was gonna say... Okay. We're just gonna be farming Mr. Shakedown right about now. Actually, I need to do something. I need to change my game. Forgot! That's on me. I forgot. I did say we're gonna be doing Yakuza, so... I probably should also double check and see if anyone is like preparing to like restream it. 1 second here. Oh yeah, yeah, I think people are gonna restream it. Yeah, I think people are gonna restream it, so we're good. Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna be playing some Yakuza. Why the hell not? Do I seriously need an ad for my own ish? What the fuck? The hell is that? What are you gonna do that to me, huh? I just need to do something real fast. Yeah, I don't want this to be in the way. Perfect. Alright. Let's do it! See how many times we could take on Mr. Shakedown before the thing starts. So, he could be anywhere. I still don't have the trouble finder. I'm gonna wait on that a little bit. I'm not in a hurry to get it. I was kind of already doing some offline grinding. Not seeing Mr. Shakedown yet. He's gonna rear his ugly head at some point. Can't be hiding forever. I dare you to try and hide forever. It's gonna show how weak you are. Whoa. Oh, they're gonna fight me. He could be up north. Alright, we got like 7 minutes left. It's gonna suck if I find Mr. Shakedown and we have to break away from this. Why the hell are they showing Max Payne? What the hell? They're showing Max Payne 2. Max Payne isn't gonna make another comeback, is it? I'm not seeing this guy anywhere. I do have $45 billion, so I think we're fine in terms of money. But you can never have too much money, so I'm gonna go ahead and just whoop this guy's ass. Okay, we went in a complete circle, still haven't seen him yet. Whoa. He's around here. Yeah, it's gonna take forever, but where the hell is this guy? He's hiding. I know, get the trouble finder, but I'm just lazy. Oh crap, they're gonna fight. Could try getting into some fights, hopefully that would maybe respawn them near us. Alright, so we got 5 minutes. Plus, I'm not sure if it's Mr. Shakedown with the fedora or Mr. Shakedown with just the suit. All I know is I'm looking for Mr. Really, really Big Man. And I don't see him! I'm mad. Looks like we're not gonna find him. Alright, let's try getting into a fight. Maybe it'll respawn him. Damn! Get wrecked. Let's maybe get into a couple of fights. For a second there, I thought I saw him. Usually goons here. Not today. Wait, did I just see something? Alright, looks like 3 minutes. Yeah, some goons over here. Let's go ahead and fight them. Wait. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight them. One of these back alleys, there's a sub-story that kicks out. I don't want to trigger it. Almost got a mill. So close. So close. Yeah, we're just gonna get into some fights here. Hopefully that would spawn Mr. Shit down a little closer to us, maybe. Otherwise... There's the million. Alright, let's go ahead and save it. Yeah, one of these back alleys has a sub-story. I don't want to trigger it. Like we're a minute and a half. Oh, there he is. We could get one fight in! Yay! It's my lucky day. There we go. Got one shot left. Worth. And we got 30 seconds left. Worth. Let's go ahead and save. We could probably get into another quick fight. Let's fight these guys real fast. Oh my god, this is so violent. That's a hate crime, dude. Get wrecked. Contact lenses. Okay, hi. Hey, Andy. Welcome, dude. Alright, looks like it might be starting. Or maybe not. Yeah, it should be starting any second now. Alright, let's get on with the show here. Is anyone else showing it? It says it's starting, but it looks like they're just showing off some stuff. This is a PC gaming show, by the way. Kind of restreaming it here. I'm hoping for some good news. Dev robots.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, now it's officially starting.
This is the PC Gaming Show. For the next 2 hours, we'll show you new footage and announcements for more than 40 games, including the next game from Dean Hall, the creator of DayZ.
Is that Mafia?
Exclusive debut of gameplay footage for Evil Genius 2.
Oh man, are we gonna see
Ruthless
Mafia footage?
Combat in Mortal Shell. Everspace 2. Epic battles in A Total War Saga. Troy. Torchlight 3. What's coming in the next chapter of Elite Dangerous? Mafia Definitive Edition.
Yes!
A look at New World, Amazon's upcoming open world MMO.
Why, hello there, PC Gaming Show. This is Greg Miller, just borrowing your broadcast for a moment to say that later on, I'll be dropping in again to reveal one of my favorite franchises that's coming to PC for the first time ever. If you can name this tune, maybe you'll recognize what it is. See you later in the show.
Persona!
And now your PC Gaming Show hosts, Day9 and Frankie Ward.
Oh, please tell me it's happening.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to the 2020 PC Gaming Show. I am one of your hosts.
It's
today,
already
Sean
official!
Day9 Plot, and I'm delighted
It's
to
there!
have you wherever you may be tuning in, Twitch or YouTube or Twitter.
Oh my
Welcome
God!
To our 6th annual event where we have over 2
Yes!
hours of content. 50 plus games we're going to be looking at in the form of reviews,
It's already there!
interviews that we've recorded in the last several weeks. Before we get into
Oh,
it, I want
yes!
to take a moment to address the ongoing
Thank
situation
you,
in America.
Atlas!
While we're glad to be showing
Thank
some
you.
games today,
I'm getting it
there
right
are
now.
Many more people.
I'm getting it right. Freaking $20 too.
The struggle
God.
against police violence.
Yes,
and the systemic
dude.
oppression of Black Americans. I and everyone who works on the PC Gaming Show each year, we know
Digital
that Black
Deluxe.
lives matter, and this is not a fight that we are willing to stand on the sidelines
Dude,
for.
$5 for
So what can we all
dude.
do? There's a great
Steal.
many
It's a
organizations
fucking
that deserve
steal.
support right now.
I'm
And
gonna
one
go
of
ahead and
them
just get
is the
that right now.
NAACP Legal
I'm
Defense
sorry,
and
guys.
Education
I kind of
Fund
have to do
at
this.
NAACPLDF.org.
Sorry about this, guys.
If you want to support this and get some great games
My
in the process,
bad.
hundreds of developers have joined together at itch.io to create the bundle for racial justice and equality. It's a pay whatever you want for the bundle, and 100% of the proceeds go to the NAACP Fund and the Community Bail Fund. There's a lot more resources and information we'd like to share, so PC Gamer has created
Dude, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get
ongoing
this right
list
now.
of ways that you can get
I'm not
involved
waiting.
in supporting protesters. That's at pcgamer.com/Black Lives Matter. Okay, we're going to begin the reveals in a moment, but this wouldn't be a PC Gaming Show without my dear friend and co-host Frankie Ward joining us from the other side of the internet. Welcome, Frankie, and why don't you say hello?
Hello, Sean, and hello to everyone watching around the world. We're really excited to be with you again, and Sean, I've prepared a veritable smorgasbord of PC gaming.
I'm going to just let this run, but I'm telling you right now, I'm making the purchase, okay?
Ever presented.
So I apologize if I'm a little silent.
Because it's go time.
It might take a while, but
thanks, Frankie.
I'm doing it.
And I gotta say, your apartment looks quite a bit more like a music video than mine does. Maybe I should have sprung for better.
So I guess
lighting.
the rumors were
Either
right.
way, it's time for the PC Gaming Show. And as I said earlier, 50+ games. We've been talking to the developers, interviewing them for weeks
I'm
now.
just so excited.
And though it looks kind of empty here, I'm not alone.
By the way, I should probably post the link just in case if you guys want to watch this
making his way over
without
here.
me talking over it.
Because
I am going to be talking over it.
And get the show started.
So, just in case if you guys want.
All right,
just to at least give you guys the option,
this year's PC Gaming Show.
I've downloaded 50 game trailers and 10 interviews, Sean, along with a full
Anyway,
report.
here's the link if you guys want to check it out. I'm going to spam it a little bit.
Australian Shepherds rank 4th among all dog breeds.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
that's the direct link to what I'm watching right now. So if you guys want to check that out without me talking over it, just to give you guys the option. Otherwise,
well,
I'm going to be getting me some Persona 4!
Valheim. A Viking survivor.
By the way,
you'll fight monsters, craft weapons.
Tomorrow we're doing Persona 4 stream. 100%.
Procedurally generated landscape. Show me the game, Deb.
I'm just so excited. Just let me have this. Just let me have this. This looks interesting. This looks good right here. Oh my god. Yes! It's finally happening. God, I wanted Personas for so long. I will take 4. I want 5, but I'll take 4, man. I'll take 4. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just get this right now. I probably gotta log into my account here. I mean, I could just go right through the application, but I'm weird. Oh, I do apologize. Guys, I'm in no big hurry. Let's see.
The next game has been in the works for quite a while and is just about to come out. I've been following it the whole time, and if a game that features farming, creature collection, dance battles, and bears wearing pants sounds like your cup of tea, then it's time to put the kettle on and enjoy some ooblets.
Not really, but I'm down for anything. Yeah, I gotta log into my account here. If I remember the password and all that stuff. There it is.
Select the next game for the PC Gaming Show.
Well, great. What do you got, DevBot?
The game is Torchlight 3, a cherished action RPG franchise that features a number of original playable classes.
DevBot, you wouldn't have chosen this game because in Torchlight 3 you can play as a steam-powered robot, would you?
My game selections are entirely objective and determined by an algorithm that shows the audience only what it wants to see.
This game's so
me
good.
The algorithm, DevBot.
The algorithm is
I
proprietary.
gotta log into my email.
Okay, well, let's play the Torchlight 3 trailer, and when we're done, I want to talk to one of the Torchlight 3 devs.
Let's make this happen. Wait, that's not what I want.
Of magic and mystery. Will you choose fame? Will you choose fortune?
That's not it.
Or the future of the frontier?
That's you. Yeah.
Explore remote, perilous realms. Battle hordes of ancient, powerful enemies. Unite with others to claim your fame and glory. Torchlight 3. Your legend awaits.
Oh, DevBot, please connect me with one of those developers.
You got it, Sean.
Joining me today to talk about Torchlight 3 is Max Schaefer. Max, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Now, Max, Torchlight 2's story began with the alchemist from the original Torchlight.
Oh my
becoming
God, here we
corrupted
go.
And evil. How does Torchlight 3's story tie into the first two?
Well, we're in the same world, obviously. We're about a century later now. And the Empire
Century? Wow.
Yes, the Empire's in decline, and they've gotten a little lazy, a little comfortable, and a new threat looms on the
so
horizon.
beautiful.
So once again, the adventurers will have to battle the Netherim and all the evil baddies threatening the world.
In terms of the scope and scale of Torchlight
I just
3,
now noticed your
how does it
some
compare
messages.
to the previous editions?
Well, we've expanded
Persona's
quite a bit.
4
Now,
is
for
fun, man.
anyone who's
Definitely,
played
I want to
Torchlight
see
1 and
you.
Torchlight 2 will be comfortable with the mechanics and how to play it and all. But we've
yeah,
expanded
easy.
and let players make their own mark in the world itself. Like, you get a customized fort.
I should
that
pay
you can
attention to
decorate,
chat every so
that you
often.
can
I
build things
apologize.
in. You can do things that benefit your whole
But
account.
when you're
and you can
making
put
a
things
purchase,
in there that are useful to
you
other
just
players.
can't
And
help
other players will see
yourself.
your fort randomly out in the world.
I want to ask a little bit about the classes, because if you're an action RPG player, you may recognize
happen, make it happen.
a knight or a mage. But in Torchlight 3, we got the steam-powered robots. We have the rail master that can summon trains. Talk to me about not just what some of the classes that players can expect are, but how you even come up with this glorious stuff.
It feels weird that I'm like just
we've always wanted to avoid
so excited right now, and the whole time you guys have no idea what I'm doing.
But at the same time, we wanted you to be able to.
But believe me, it's good.
Get a kind of an intuitive sense of what they do. And so we've applied that here. We've got some really fun characters, like you said, the fully robotic, steam-powered robot, and a guy that summons trains. But we've also got some other cool classes too: a sharpshooter and a dusk mage. And honestly, they all have new twists, and they're all pretty fun to play.
In terms of the game world itself, how specifically do the forts get integrated? Like, what does it mean to stumble across someone else's fort as you're going through the world?
Well, between our gameplay levels, we have passages, and when you enter the passage, there will often be a waypoint there, but there will also be someone else's fort. So you will see some random person from the world's fort, and they will in turn see occasionally randomly your own fort. And it's definitely worth exploring their fort, because you can not only use things like the luck tree, but you can use their enchanting table and whatever recipes they've unlocked to enchant your own items. So it's really worthwhile for you to go check them out.
Now, pets were a big part of the earlier Torchlight games.
Protag
what type
name.
of pet-based entertainment can we expect?
We have expanded.
Oh, that's
the pet
okay.
system.
That's
it does all
the
the things you want.
protagonist.
It fights alongside you, goes and takes your items back to town to sell. But we've introduced
the one that I know from
collection
Persona
mechanics.
5
so you
is
can find
Joker.
pets out in the wild by defeating bosses.
But then again, I don't.
And
well, no, I think
stable
the
of pets
character's
that you, of
name
course, keep
in
your fort.
Persona 5,
Now, Max,
I think
know
you
that the
basically
Torchlight series
create
has an
the
enormous
character.
fan base.
Now that I
For
think about it.
those who are looking to get their hands on Torchlight 3, where can they go and when can they play it?
Well, I'm very, very happy to announce that we are available on Steam right now in early access for $29.99. Go check it out. It's available right this minute.
It says I'm terrible with
This is the
names.
best kind of answer in the PC gaming show. You can get it now.
Sometimes
Once
I forget
again,
to bring that up.
Max Schaefer from the Torchlight 3 team, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, go to Steam right now to get your hands on the early access version of Torchlight 3. We're just getting started here on the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming up later, an exclusive look at the next game from DayZ creator Dean Hall. Blanco's Block Party. The first reveal of
Wait,
Sound
damn
Mind.
it, I screwed that up.
And more. Back
Third
to you,
time.
Sean. Back to you, Sean.
Well, hey everyone, I hope you're having a great time. I know I am, and I know you want to tell me how much fun you're having, but don't shout. The walls are very thick in here. I can see you though if you use the PC Gaming Show hashtag on Twitter or Facebook,
God,
or the
this is
PC
taking
Gamer
forever.
forums, or a Ouija board, or a Messenger Falcon, whatever is your desired form of communication.
Honestly, I could just
I'm
go
sure
right
you've been
through
seeing
the app,
many of
but-
those comments show up live in the show today.
I want to be sarcastic.
We want your hottest 280
when I do
character
this,
take that our merry moderators
because I want
might
to go
just
a
select
long way
be
to
on
be
the
sarcastic
show.
here.
For our next segment, it's time to head on over to Frankie Ward.
Elite Dangerous, the space simulation MMO from Frontier, has continued to evolve over the past 5 years. Set in a one-to-one recreation
I just
of
hope to
our
God I don't
actual
miss.
Milky Way galaxy, players forge their own path, build and break alliances, trade, fight, and earn the rank of Elite. Join us as we journey into the next era of Elite Dangerous, set to take a giant leap once more.
Sure. Damn it, go through. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Wait, what?
Joining me to talk about the next chapter of Elite Dangerous is Piers Jackson from Frontier Developments. Thanks so much for joining us, Piers.
Oh, you're welcome. It's good to be here.
Now, I have a lot of questions about the trailer we just saw, but I'm wondering if you can contextualize a little bit for those who haven't played Elite Dangerous. What is it?
So I think the best way of explaining what Elite Dangerous is to understand how big it is. We have created a title that's the most complete, authentic space simulation of any game out there, and it's just vast. It's the whole galaxy. You can explore it. You can take your own path. You can be a pilot, a trader, a bounty hunter. You can do what you want. You can go where you want, and you can do your own thing. And it's that sort of freedom and the ability for people to tell their own story that I think makes Elite what it actually is.
Now, in all the streams that I've been following for Elite Dangerous, there's a lot of gameplay that happens
Credit card
in
got
ships.
declined.
There's a lot of focus on the economy and trading. In this trailer, though, we saw feet on the ground.
I have to go through
which
like
immediately
my...
makes me ask, what is it that we should expect? What should we
I have to
glean
go
from
through
the trailer?
my
I
goddamn...
think you've hit the nail on the head. Ultimately, the big new feature that we're looking to release here is the fact that you can now, for the very first time, set foot on our planets. We've created the last edition, really, in terms of going from space all the way down to the planet's surface. So now you can set foot, you can explore, you can interact with the environment. And we've taken the the mission-based gameplay and the idea of forging your own path and creating your own experience that the space game has, and we've transposed that right down onto the planet. For the first time, you'll be able to access a whole pile of new planets, all ones with tenuous atmospheres, and obviously you're going to be able to play this in multiplayer. So you'll be able to join up with your friends. You can experience the game from the ship, from an SRV, and finally from on foot.
You're
in what way
you're
will
trying
this
to make a purchase.
ground, walking on the planet component transform the existing aspects of Elite Dangerous?
I think it gives people a new set of experiences to have. We link all the way from ground
highly
to the
recommended.
buggies, the SRVs, all the way up to
Don't get
spaceships.
excited when you make a purchase.
Event. The
You
design
put numbers in the
actually
wrong
encapsulates
spot.
whole experience.
In terms of some of the other systems that are on the planets or various resources or points of interest, what are some of those that might tie back to some of the gameplay that someone would be familiar with?
So we have new planets that you can visit. You can visit old planets, and we have refreshed the visuals on them, so you can really set foot and be the first to actually make footfall on a new planet.
Now, Piers, I have a combo question for you. Elite Dangerous is available right now. Where can players go to play Elite Dangerous, and when can they expect the Odyssey update?
So
don't worry, I'll bring it back.
With our community now, playing
I just need a second.
Download it via Steam, or go to the Frontier store, or purchase it on console.
Thanks.
We have many people playing it.
I just want to do something real fast. I just want to do something real fast. 1 second.
Next year.
I hope you all enjoyed that conversation about Elite Dangerous. It's a treat to see the way the game.
I want to screenshot this, dude.
For our next title,
I want to screenshot this.
Sean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but our broadcast is being hijacked by another host.
Not again.
Where is it? Where is it?
Hi there again, PC gamers. It's me, Greg Miller. Maybe you saw me host the Guerrilla Collective live stream earlier today. No, I didn't watch. Okay, well, that sucks. I'll give the PC Gaming Show back to its usual host in a moment, but I couldn't let anyone else announce this next trailer, which is a game near and dear to my heart.
Damn it.
Let's take a look.
I thought it actually says the name of the game that you purchased. I was going to screenshot it. I thought it said the name. Who cares? Persona! Perfect timing!
Persona 4 Golden is available now on Steam.
It was at the start of the stream, dude!
Excuse. Persona 4 Golden is a masterpiece, ladies and gentlemen. The story, the action, the characters, this is something you have to go get right now. It's been awesome to see.
Too late, bro!
PC, I'm glad this one is finally here. Anyway, I better hand the show back over to Sean before he gets mad at me. See you later, PC gamers.
Well, that was weird. I thought this live stream was supposed to be secure.
I'm analyzing the security breach now, Sean.
Oh, yes! It's so beautiful!
Well, all right then. While we get this sorted out, let's head on over to Frankie.
Our next trailer reveals an all-new psychological horror game coming to PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X early next year. InSound Mind will challenge your expectations as it ushers you through the deepest corners of your psyche. It sounds like every night before I go to sleep, honestly.
This is awesome.
The game also features a chilling original soundtrack by The Living Tombstone. Courtesy of indie outfit We Create Stuff and publisher Miller's
Alright, now
Games,
to the show.
Let's take a look at InSound Mind.
Also, I need to double check on that credit card that got declined. Hopefully it's still good. Should be.
They say fear is just a state of mind. A locked door that traps you inside it. But once you find the key to your terror, fear will no longer exist. What a bunch of bullshit.
Actually, I think that is something I still want to do. Should be searchable by now, right?
Hey everyone, I'm Ido, producer at We Create Stuff.
Hey, I'm Gen, creative director.
Hey, Tombstone here.
We're the developers who brought you Nightmare House 2, and now we're back. We've partnered with Modus Games and The Living Tombstone, and we're working on a new indie horror game, In Sound Mind.
Demo is now out on Steam. Let us know what you think.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So hey DevBot, how did you get here today anyways?
Well, Sean, my sleep state was interrupted when I realized I was late to this year's PC gaming show. So naturally, I panicked.
I am gonna screenshot that.
Undisclosed broadcasting location before you began the show. I tried some back roads in the desert. I am not an all-terrain vehicle, it was discovered. I tried to hitchhike. But ever since the 1991 documentary Terminator 2, nobody in Los Angeles trusts robots. At that point, I was already right outside our secret location.
I need to post that in my Discord right now.
Cool.
1 second, guys.
Hey, let's take a look at our next trailer.
Airborne Kingdom loading.
The rumors are true! Just have to post that little number right there. Oh, it's so good. That looks so goddamn beautiful. Let me tell you.
Surprised to know that
I'm just happy.
I'm
sorry.
Games, and that's why I'm excited for our next trailer. It's Dwarfheim, a cooperative RTS, where up to 3 players can split up the work of building, mining, and fighting, working together to build defenses, machinery, and traps, train armies to fend off deadly trolls and rival clans. The Dwarfheim demo is live right now on Steam. Let's see what the game is all about.
Ever since the fall, dwarven clans live scattered across Agartha. They toil every day in the dark and dirt. They try to protect what little they have from rival clans and the vile creatures that roam these lands. Your clan needs you now, chieftains, to lead your people. Choose your classes, guide your builders and miners to expand your kingdom. Or take up arms with your warriors to protect our town halls and conquer your
30 minutes in.
Bring us to victory.
30 minutes in. We could end the stream here, but we're going to go ahead and see the rest of this. I still want to hear about Mafia. I think that would be awesome.
Thanks, Sean. And now let's take a look at the lineup of games and game updates coming from indie publisher New Blood Interactive.
Oh man, I'm just so happy. Honestly, it's kind of hard for me to focus on this because this is the news I've been waiting for. I'm not gonna lie, it's just really hard for me to, like, focus on this whole thing right now because I'm just so happy about Persona. It's the start, dude! It's the start! In due time, we're gonna get, like, all the Personas. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be glorious.
That's quite a lineup from New Blood, and with us now is the New Blood CEO, Dave Oshry, to talk about it. Dave, what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, so we got a lot going on, right? I mean, some guys come out here, they show like some cinematic trailer and then tell you it's coming out in a year. We got 6 games and you can play all
I
of
hate
them.
those people!
We couldn't afford to do a cinematic trailer if we wanted to, right? So yeah, Dusk, now with mods, check them out at duskmods.com. There's all kinds of crazy a Medieval, now with RTX, DLSS 2.0 is coming, Maximum Action, new levels are coming, new features, new guns. Unfortunate Spaceman is now completely free to play. F it, why not? Check that one out, 16-player co-op.
Dude, I love this
Crazy,
guy.
The Thing in space. Faith, of course, if you don't know about Faith.
Now you know.
Ultra Kill, our new retro shooter with style. If you like games like Devil May Cry and Quake, that's what that's about. And then, of course, Gloomwood. If you like games like Thief, System Shock, Resident Evil, then I think Gloomwood is definitely the game for you.
Where can we go to learn more?
So you can check out Dusk at notfortnite.com, a Medieval at I can't believe it's not Hexen.com, Maximum Action at shootyboom.com, Unfortunate Spaceman at deaderspace.com, that's deaderspace.com, Faith at GaryLovesYou.com, Ultra Kill at DevilMayQuake.com, and then of course Gloomwood at ThiefWithGuns.com. Yeah, that's all we got. 6 games, you can play them all right f***ing now. We love you.
Thank you.
We hate money.
Thanks, Dave. Let's see what Frankie has for us next.
I like that dude.
Thank you, Sean. Now tell me, PC gamers, have you ever wanted to
I really like the part of
Know
I
your
hate
browser
money
history?
campaign.
That's easy and absolutely vital.
Freaking brilliant.
But how about something grander?
Give that guy a
like
freaking medal.
discovering America,
I'm telling ya.
mastering flight, or inventing the computer a couple of 100 years earlier. Humankind is an upcoming historical strategy game where you'll be combining up to 60 different cultures to create a civilization that's as unique as you are. And as with all of their previous titles, Amplitude is asking the community to participate in the development of Humankind to help make it the best game that it can be. Let's see how they're inviting PC gamers to help build this worldly game.
Did that say Sega? Sega's a good company, I'm just saying. And Atlas. Don't think I forgot about you, Atlas. I know. Come on, you two work together. You're a team. Just saying. I know my team of Atlas, Sega. Open Dead. Wait, are they promoting an ad to get more devs in? Interesting.
Well, you heard the trailer. You need to go to opendev.gamestogether.com so you can be one of the very first humans to get your hands on Humankind, Amplitude Studios' upcoming historical strategy game. And now for something a little different.
Well, I got that part wrong.
Why don't you join me in my chambers? Come on.
Sorry, I'm still excited.
Come on. Of all the subcultures and communities that make up PC gaming, modders have arguably had the biggest impact. My next guest is Dean Hall, a designer who started out as a modder and eventually helped lay the foundation for 2 of the most popular genres on PC, survival and battle royale. Let's take a look at the next game from Rocketworks revealed here on the PC Gaming Show. It's Icarus.
started out as a modder? Are they talking about... And, what's his name? Player Unknown? Even though I don't play Battle Royales that much, I do watch some streamers that would, time to time, do Royales. So even if it's something I'm not going to play, there's probably going to be a streamer I'm going to see play it. That's interesting. This is a Battle Royale. I did hear that right. This is a Battle Royale? Survive Icarus.
Joining me to talk about Icarus is Dean Hall. Dean, thanks so much for joining us.
Awesome, it's great to be here.
So, Dean, you're making another survival-focused game. What makes Icarus different from other survival titles?
Well, I think if you think about your first hour in DayZ, your first hour in Minecraft, really what we're trying to do is capture that and then basically build a game where you can do that over a long period of time and you can progress through the survival experience. So it was really getting back to the roots of what a survival game is and what makes those moments that you get in them really intense and emotional.
If you can just walk me through like the basic loop. If I just open up the game, do I start out on the ship itself?
If you think about the orbital station as your apartment in GTA, you can invite your friends in and prepare for what we call a drop. And then you select a prospect. And the big challenge of the game, and the way to fail it, I guess, is to run out of time on the drop.
Let's say I'm on a 30-minute mission. I have a particular resource I've set out to snatch up. How does the gameplay of that 30-minute period differ from other survival games?
I suppose there were three key things that I felt needed to be addressed before I made another survival game. The first was the ability to scale. By breaking your experience over months and years into sessions, that allowed us to address scale. So you still can do all the things that you do in a normal survival game, building bridges, roads, all those kinds of things.
Survival game.
But you're doing it with a medium-term focus. The second was pacing and clear direction, which is helped very much by the structure that we're putting around the session. And the last one is really focusing in on those core survival mechanics, which I really feel is the whole reason that survival as a genre connects so emotionally with players.
I guess I was a little surprised to hear that there are 20-minute drops as well as multi-day drops. What are the sort of time ranges we're looking at? Are there different like categories and tiers of drop length?
Yeah, so it really depends on your level as you progress through the game. So early on, we're really just introducing you to more safe environments. So say a daytime drop that only lasts 20 minutes. You're only going to be facing the game during the day. As you progress on, you can take on and get access to prospects that have much longer drop windows, but that means you're getting a cycle of day-night. And night, particularly for most of our biomes, is definitely the most dangerous.
I want to ask a little bit about what failure means in Icarus. I mean, in the trailer there was someone that fell down and you just ominously talked about the dangers of being left behind on the planet. What happens if you don't make it back to the ship in time, die on the planet? What happens?
If you think about DayZ, when you get shot, it's a very binary event that happens and there's nothing you can do, it's just over. And there's a certain charm to that.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, there's a certain charm to that. But I think if we look about...
charm. I like your use of the word charm there, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, like, there definitely is. But I think with Icarus, we've chosen one failure state. If you run out of time on your drop, that character and all its equipment is gone.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make that terrifying, and that's why our tagline is, there are worse fates than death. So it's getting left behind. If you miss your rendezvous window with the orbital station, then that's it. Everything that you've deployed on there, your character and all that progression of that character and all that equipment is just gone. And that's our one failure state. If you run out of oxygen, someone can come and revive you. If you get attacked by this particular animal and damaged, someone can heal you. But if you run out of time, it's over.
I'm curious, I mean, there's so many elements. There's so much ambition. I know there's a lot of PC gamers that maybe feel like you abandoned DayZ, other projects. What do you have to reassure those people that you're committed to Icarus?
Well, I think a big thing for me is you know, Bohemia was an existing company, and I definitely felt like I was pulling them in a direction that was hard for them to go, and they probably felt like they were pulling me in a direction that I didn't want to go. And it's really been a bit of a struggle for me to develop and not only the studio, but myself as well. There was a whole bunch of things I had to learn. I had to learn many of those things through failure. The solution there was to make sure it wasn't just a Dean Hall game, but it was a game built by incredibly skilled people. And we managed to assemble, I think, definitely one of the best teams I've ever worked with, an exceptional concept team through to a technical and production team as well.
Well, I know there's a ton of people that are interested in my very next question, my favorite question. When can people get the opportunity to play Icarus?
That is a good question. So we're looking at sometime next year. Our development is very advanced at this point. Our biggest question really is content. So, you know, we're making the game free to play because we wanted to maximize the number of people that play it. And we're acutely aware a number of our former staff are ex-Grinding Gear Games who made Path of Exile, very talented in the free-to-play area. So we're very cognizant of how much content we need to provide gamers. So at the moment, we're really sort of heading into that.
Well, Dean, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Awesome.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Dean Hall from Rocket Works for the upcoming survival game Icarus. For our next game, let's head to Frankie.
When you're an evil supervillain, it's important to have your own sense of style. What? Evil Cat Psychics are so 2019. Evil Genius 2 asks players the question, how would you design a supervillain fortress? Would you build a pool filled with laser sharks, or would you just give all the home appliances RGB lighting? Here's the world-exclusive first gameplay footage of Evil Genius 2, World Domination.
Sorry, I just had to tweet that out. Yeah, I just sent out a tweet. This is basically what I said. So happy, dude. I just now kind of realized that a lot of people are kind of tweeting about it. Oh, man. That just made my entire week right there. And maybe even for a few more weeks.
we are about to see the first official gameplay footage for Godfall on PC. Counterplay Games is going to give us a guided tour of the battle for a
I'm
period.
actually
And keen
so
observers
excited,
will
I
notice
completely
this is
forgot.
running in
Did they already
Unreal
do
Engine 5.
Mafia already?
That's why. Those shiny sets of armor.
Sorry,
look
I just
oh so
kind of been
gorgeous.
blacking out. Just
You can go on over to the
Ugh.
Epic Game Store and wishlist it now, or get more information on Godfall before it releases this holiday season. But for now, let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall.
Keith
On
Lee?
behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today, and to offer you a
Dude,
glimpse
I love you in
into the mystical
NXT.
world of Godfall. Please enjoy.
Although you
Godfall
kind of
is still in
sound weird.
development, so some things will change and improve in the final product, including visuals and performance.
You are like a North American champion, right?
Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior.
I just heard someone say Keith Lee. I'm like, wait a second.
Legendary armor sets that transform
You don't sound like the Keith Lee I know.
masters of melee combat. As you adventure through the realms, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top.
As far as I know, there's only
Throughout
one
your
Keith
journey,
Lee.
You'll find ancient valor plates,
And he's a North
lost in
American
time,
champion.
each with their own characteristics and long history.
Sorry, I'm a wrestling
Now
fan.
let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different.
Anytime I could add in like
Wanted to
wrestling
combine
terms or
action RPG loot
just joke
protection
about it,
with third-person melee combat.
I'm not gonna
Create
say
what
no.
we think is a whole new genre, the looter slasher.
By the way, I actually saw it in
The
your
game is
house
therefore one part gear
not too long ago.
and
Pretty good.
one part player skill driven.
Actually,
In other
Keith
words,
Lee and
not only
Johnny Gargano had a damn
find
fine match.
exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that
So,
feeling
needless to say,
of
that's still kind of fresh in my mind a
mastering
little.
the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall.
I hope Nate comes
What
by
you're looking
my
at now
channel
is a
again.
mid-boss
I would
fight,
love to
a
talk
tougher
about
challenge, which we'll have to
NXT
leave
in your
for
house.
today. Please check out
Be
the
great.
Godfall channels on Twitter, Facebook.
He's the only other person that I know that's
Thank
like
you so
a
much
really
for
big
taking a
fan
look
of
at Godfall, and
wrestling.
we'll be showing you more soon.
Now next up.
Oh,
when
God,
gamers
yes.
Think of iconic first
Yo,
person shooters,
oof.
they think of games like Doom,
Damn.
Quake, and Duke Nukem.
To be honest,
Our next trailer
to
shows
be
a
honest,
project
that was
celebrates
actually
the
my
proud heritage
match of the night,
sci-fi
but
FPSs, while
a
taking
close
advantage of some
second
very
was the
modern
Keith Lee
visual
match.
effects, like Glorious.
And
Enemy
mostly the
Dismemberment.
reason why I liked
From Bounding
the
Rock Software and Humble Publishing. This
mostly the
is
reason why I did like the main event is because she won. Because I didn't think they were gonna pull the trigger on her. So when I saw that Io Shirai won, I was like, whoa, hold on. She not only won the title, but she won it in a pretty good fashion. Now, to be fair, I heard that they pretty much did the same finish in like I think just a regular NXT show, weekly show. But sadly, I kind of been not able to kind of watch every wrestling show, so I'm just kind of like reduced to pay-per-views these days. Had I known that, it probably would have soured the finish a little bit for me, but because I haven't been watching a lot of the shows, the only show I have been watching, I still need to see the last week's, is AEW Dynamite. I haven't seen what is it, last Wednesday. So I still need to go back and watch that. No spoilers, please! I just been lazy, man. I'm sorry. But yeah, I really love the fact that they finally pulled the trigger on that. Oh, is tomorrow Backlash? Oh! There's too much wrestling these days! Someone take a week off or something! I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just basically reduced to pay-per-views these days. There's just so much good wrestling. I mean, to be fair, if I had more time on my hands, it'll be no problem, but... So yeah, I kind of mainly been watching, like, AEW, but... That's like my main show. That's like my main show, but anytime when WWE does a pay-per-view, New Japan does a pay-per-view, any other promotion that does a pay-per-view,
we're not done with Humble.
I need to watch it. I need to watch
it. Their lineup, as it turns out, isn't all that humble. We're going to take a look at two.
God, I didn't know Backlash was tomorrow.
Project Wingman, a jet fighter game featuring.
It's not a bad thing. It's just
and a rounding.
I ain't got enough time in one day.
Sunhead Games, a gorgeous top-down puzzler. Let's take a look.
There's not enough time in one day, I swear. Because I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so there's a good chance I'm going to be streaming Persona 4! And the whole time, I'm going to be missing freaking Backlash. Hell, I think last week was in your house, and I was streaming during that. And the whole time, I think, good friend of the channel, kind of a regular, Mate, it's like Mate O and then like a bunch of like numbers and stuff. But Mate stopped by, and I told him, look, I know I'm streaming, and I know NXT in your house is going on, but I can't see it, okay? So please, no spoilers. Luckily, he didn't see it either, so I was like, oh, thank God. Was able to take a breather. But then again, to be honest, sometimes knowing who wins is not really, well, except for Io Shirai. Sometimes not knowing who wins is not the thing. It's more seeing the actual match, spot for spot, that sort of thing.
Have you upgraded to Service Pack 2 yet?
Some of the times. So, except for Io, that one was actually a shocker to me. I'm glad how she won it.
Your supreme leader
and all that.
I am commandeering this broadcast to deliver an important mission briefing. You must capture the GDI base marked at these coordinates. This is a strategically significant facility. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's me.
But yeah, I will say right now is definitely the time to be a wrestling fan, because you're.
Look, you know Command and Conquer.
There's so much wrestling these days.
It's certainly been a big part of mine. The Command & Conquer Remastered Collection recently launched for PC, and it is an awesome way to relive this classic game with a bunch of new bells and whistles. I mean, who doesn't like 4K graphics, quick matches in multiplayer, or modding, am I right?
Command & Conquer?
I personally want to send a big shout out to all you PC gamers who have kept the legacy of Kane alive over these last 25 years. I mean, I live in death, I guess. Thanks for letting me interrupt, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. For the glory of Nod!
Tell me, PC gamers, do you have any rare action figures? Perhaps you're one of the lucky owners of an out-of-print collectible, something you'd never trade away in a million years. Our next game is a celebration of toys and art. On its surface, a game about collecting, customizing, and trading, but it's also a highly social playground for creativity, one where you can make your own levels and gather with your friends to hang out, play mini-games, and create together. This is Blanco's Block Party.
I'm now starting to think, how excited am I going to be when I do the podcast later today, and I have this level of hype. Oh, God, I'm going to be spending some time just talking about Persona 4. Never even played the game yet, and I'm just so excited. Oh, man. By the way, for those that don't know, I am going to be doing a podcast with a good friend of mine, Dark Fox 47. On my channel, I'm going to be hosting. And me and Dark's going to be having some fun hanging out. Going to be talking about Persona. Ugh.
This place isn't a legend at all. It's a party.
If I had the money, and I knew I had, like, other hardcore PC gamers in my chat, I would totally buy like a couple of copies of Persona.
Hey man,
just so that way I could give it to you
love
guys.
if you could just address what is Blankos.
Also,
Blankos it's a game about vinyl
I'm gonna
toys
check
kind of
something
coming
real
to
fast.
life and where they go when a human leaves the room. But it's also more than just a game. It's a place for content creators and gamers and collectors to come together and hang out and build the worlds and games that they really want to play.
Okay.
And you can have as many as your friends come and hang out.
So
with
the
each one.
digital
But you can
deluxe
also drop the
edition
toys. So the first
comes
toy
with
you
the
can play
art
with is one
book,
called- it's a shooting
and
mechanic.
I also
We got
get
like
the
a unicorn
digital
rocket launcher
soundtrack.
that fires ice cream.
Nice.
We got like a cactus grenade launcher that fires these little cactus balls. So it's all
So that
about
kind of
like
sucks. You
arcade
can't
fun shooter stuff.
get
And you can
like
set that up
a
as team shooter, you can
standalone,
have squads, you can do a bunch
like
of
buy
stuff, or you
the
can just have it free for all. Some other
whatchamacallit,
stuff we're going to be dropping
purchase the
is race toys. So you could just do point to point. You could build this
purchase the
sweet
soundtrack.
platformer and just go A to B. You could do laps.
I just
And
went
then
ahead and
another
just
one
got
is-
the
'cause Blankos,
digital
they
deluxe,
also
'cause
vibe
why
with good
not?
vibes. That's kind of what powers them. So another one you could do is actually just a vibe collection. And what's kind of super cool is all of those toys work with each other. So you could build a race, and then you could drop some guns in it, and it can be
Wait.
a race, but you can pick up guns on the way and try and
Dude,
knock
you
each other
don't
out.
need much to run
so
this
you have
game.
these huge
Holy
flexible
shit.
tools, this community focus. We've also seen in games
Dude,
like
my
Fortnite these in-game
old-ass
events.
PC
Are these
can run
kinds of
this.
things that you think
Holy crap.
will show up in Blankos.
That's good to know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we felt that from the beginning of development, that Blankos wasn't just this place for players to go and build and create their own worlds, but it was a place for us to be able to share with them different content, whether that's a music concert, whether it's a movie trailer, whether
Yeah,
it's
I'm looking at
something
the
no one's seen
system
yet, but
requirements
absolutely,
of Persona 4.
We're definitely thinking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you do not need
Well, talk
much
me
to
about
run
the
this
number
game.
of different designs. Like, where are these designs coming from? How many are there?
We're not talking about numbers.
Yeah, so
in season one
Dark
just yet,
would
but we are talking
easily
about
be
the
able to run
artists,
this game at 60
We're really
frames.
stoked we've been able to work with some of the
Well, if
some of
his
my
monitor
favorites
could
that
actually
I've
run
been
it at
buying
60.
the vinyl toys up over the years. So John Paul Kaiser is a
Because
great
to
artist
be
from the
to be
UK.
fair,
I
you
ended up buying some of his
can't
toys
really
in
run a
Europe
game
about
at
6 years
60
ago,
frames
and now
if
we get to work
your
together and bring his toys
freaking
to life in
monitor
the
can
games,
only
which is great
see
fun.
30, you
Jake
know?
Groman, who I think just kind of really epitomizes vinyl toy design, just those clean vector-based lines. And one of
Although
my
I think
personal
most
favorites,
monitors these days run
is Pete
60.
Fowler, who for me
But
was kind of
unless he
one of
has
the
a dated
grandfathers of
monitor,
vinyl toy
then otherwise.
design.
I know people are going to want more information. They're going to want to know when they can play Blankos, when they can see more. Where do they go for that?
If you want to keep just up to date with things, go and check out blankos.com. You can register there right now, so you can, secure your account name and get ready for launch. We're going to be launching end of the year, so not too far away now, but we're also going to be starting to look for our beta at some point soon as well. So if you get registered, we might be able to get you in that.
Jamie from Mythical, thank you so
I
much.
really
for
hope to
joining
God
us
that
today.
the PC gaming show balances
Once
out
again,
some
the name of the
awesomeness
game
because
is Blankos Block Party. Let's take a look at what's coming
I
up
keep
next
forgetting
this
if
year's PC Gaming Show.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show, presented by PC Gamer. Stay tuned for more trailers, announcements, and footage. Coming up later, we celebrate the 20th anniversary of A Total War. What's next in Escape from Tarkov?
Hey!
The reveal of horror strategy game.
I see a lot of that game.
Rogue Lords. And more.
Escape from Tarkov.
The PC is the
never
birthplace
played it,
of space
really.
flight action games.
Yeah, I never played
and
it.
Our next project, Everspace
And
2, expands
yet
on that tradition. Of
I
its
see so many
gorgeous
streams
handcrafted
on it.
universe. The focus here is on exploration and dogfighting, with alien species standing in the way of outfitting your ship with unique modules, weapons, and devices. And, as we're about to see in this next trailer, combat won't just take place in the cold vacuum of space, but also the atmospheres of planets themselves. Here's Everspace 2.
Rockfish Games? Were they trying to do like some play on words with like Rockstar Games? Something tells me I know one particular streamer that's going to be playing those. There's a good chance I'm probably going to be seeing this game. If I catch his stream, that is. if I had a PlayStation 4 or something, I think I would have also restreamed the PlayStation show that was not too long ago. Actually, when was that PlayStation 5 reveal? Yeah, it was just a few days ago. I think it was on the 11th, I think. That was actually pretty cool. I kind of came in late, and by the time I actually got a chance to see it, apparently there was a GTA 5 trailer, and it's like, GTA 5 has been around for quite a while. You think you would hear something else about GTA, or Rockstar in general. Say what? Did that thing just shoot fire out of its ass? What the hell was that? Okay.
PC gamers, I'm sure you'll agree.
There's just something about Taco Bell, I swear.
And you don't remember ordering.
Careful with their food.
It's probably best to keep the door shut. One of the coolest things about a Total War Saga Troy, the next game from Creative Assembly, is that it will enable players to experience multiple different versions of how the iconic battle went down, including several explanations for what that mythical horse actually was. I'll get the door while you watch the latest trailer.
Peggy 16.
Oh,
Sega.
silver-tongued Odysseus. There is only one response to Queen Helen's abduction, and that is war.
In Total War
Sega's
Saga
doing a
Troy,
lot of
you
games,
can rewrite the
but
events of one of the
I was kind of
greatest
hoping to hear
conflicts
something
ever
about
told, the
Yakuza
Trojan
Like a
War.
Dragon.
As a
I mean, I
Disney,
know it's already been
besieged the
announced, but
legendary city of Troy
I wouldn't mind seeing
in
some trailers on it.
ingenious and equally devastating ways. All
Some
based
gameplay,
around
all that
prominent
stuff.
theories from throughout the ages as to what the iconic Trojan horse really resembled.
Which, by the way, I love the Yakuza Like a Dragon release. They did it the way I was hoping they would do it. Released on all platforms! That is awesome. The one game I could possibly not get spoiled on. I'm gonna be going ham in Yakuza Like a Dragon. I just hope to God I could finish my... What is it? Cyberpunk 2077 stream before I can move on to another multi-hour game.
In a vast horse-headed vessel.
What is it with this year and like awesome titles?
Use guerrilla tactics to sabotage the
It takes a freaking pandemic in order to even like get really awesome games to come out and release.
The city to the ground.
Apparently everyone got the word, yeah, we could potentially die, but you know what? We're gonna die, but we're gonna die happy. Release all the games! I almost kind of feel like someone got together and just did that. Well, we're gonna die, so we might as well go out with a profit, I guess.
Myth meets history in a war that will define the ages. Experience
God, Persona 4...
Victory will make you
Yakuza Like a Dragon.
That was a
Mafia
Total War
1
Saga
remake.
Troy, which we'll get to play in 2021. And hey,
Tony Hawk Pro
speaking of
Skater
sneaking in
1
big
and 2
surprises,
remaster.
A master of segue. This year,
The games this year, bro. The freaking games.
By art,
And
weaponry,
it's awesome.
and
I love
found
it.
in the game. DevBot. I understand you know your way around a computer, right?
God, and I still feel like there's other games I missed. I thought I heard
Tell our
that
audience a little bit more.
Saints Row 4? Saints Row 3? I think it's Saints Row 3. I think they're getting a remaster as well.
This 10-core flagship
Although I think that's going to be on
is built for
whatchamacallit.
gaming performance and overclocking, especially useful.
All those nerds who got hyped over PlayStation 5.
The build also features a top-of-the-line GeForce RTX
I'm not going to complain. I mean, it was still good to some degree.
4 terabytes of fast storage. And
By the way, I really love the design of PlayStation 5. I really love how they just made it into a cartoon character. If you turn it on its side, it looks exactly like Duckman. An old cartoon I used to watch years ago. I need to find a photo of Duckman, and I just need to put his eyes on the game.
More than
turn to the
They're
side.
a passion. When we build a PC, we form a relationship with that piece of hardware. We wanted to show you every
I need to
step
do
of
some
that process.
editing
For this build,
and
we
just
enlisted
show that
a
off.
master craftsman, Brian Carter, a PC modder with over a decade and a half of experience. PC Gamer and Intel have created a 4-part series following Brian as he created this epic artifact. DevBot, cue it up!
Hey, my name is Brian Carter, and I've been building custom PC mods for over 16 years. I'm working with Intel and a Total War
Why am I
Saga Troy
seeing
on a very special
an
custom
rare
PC project that we're thrilled to debut at the
antique
PC
show
Gaming Show.
over a
Join me in a
graphics
4-part
card.
video series as I take you through each stage of the scratch build process. We begin with the inspiration and design phase, where we figure out how to take the amazing design assets from a Total War Saga Troy and functionalize them to house our best-in-class components, like the 10th gen Intel Core i9-10900K processor. Then I'll show you how I assemble, finish, and test this one-of-a-kind PC. A big thank you to Intel and Creative Assembly for letting me work on this incredibly fun and challenging project. I hope you like it.
What the shit?
Oh, it looks so good, and I have some good news.
Is that a
Episode
PC?
1 is available now, and I have even better news.
Dude, if you have a PC like that that has a fucking shield on it, Jesus Christ!
PCGamer.com/IntelPC to learn more and
Talk
enter
about
for
the
a
first
chance to
PC
win.
that needs to be in like
And
a
with that,
glass
time to return
casing,
to
you
more
know?
PC Gaming Show action with the fantastic Frankie.
Yeah, you put your PC on like a mantle in a glass case, and it's like, oh man, hey dude, that's a nice shield. Whoa, what's with the PC components? Oh, it's my PC. What the fuck?
Upcoming DLC that will conclude this thrilling saga. The fate of humankind is at stake. It's time to bring an end to the root once and for all. This is the world reveal of Remnant from the Ashes, subject 2923.
You were close there, Josh. You were close there.
PS1 and PS4.
You were close. 1 second.
They say hope is what makes us human. Hope also let us think we'd won. But the root have another gate somewhere. Another hole we have to plug in our sinking civilization.
I need to do some editing here, but
the root's not the only thing we need to worry about.
I guess that would do. PS5. Can I get some images?
The new Remnant from the Ashes content looks fantastic. And you know what else is fantastic? Hearing the opinions of strangers from the internet. Nothing makes my day as much as hearing what's inside your mind. So please use hashtag PC Gaming Show on whatever your platform of preference may be, and you just might have your comment show up live on the show. Now for our next title, we have to look at classic remasters. Capcom has been updating the original Resident Evil games, and in the same vein, 2K is now updating
There we go,
Mafia.
that's the angle I want.
The original Mafia trilogy is getting a full definitive
Mafia!
remaster, with the original
That's gonna be
game,
awesome.
the 2002 Mafia, getting a full ground-up remake with 4K support. We got a brand new trailer for you, so let's take a look at Lost Heaven 2 decades later.
Tommy, Detective Norman.
Oh shit! Here we go. Ah, not an actual game, dude. Fuck off.
right out of the
Show
gate.
me actual gameplay, dude.
Says, ain't it? And what's it to you? Case must be getting pretty cold by now. Or you got something might warm it up?
Yeah, I might have something.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
What do they call you, son? Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
Thomas? Oh man, that's not the...
Man, DevBot, after a beautiful trailer like that, I gotta know, do you have any contacts in the Mafia?
Dude, that's the original guy. Well, the original character. But it's not the original voice actor, though.
However, I can call one of the developers of Mafia Definitive
God,
Edition.
I love the voice actor that
Let's
did
ring him up,
that did
DevBot.
Tommy.
Joining me to talk about
that's
Mafia
just,
is the president and CCO of
Yeah,
Hangar 13.
Capcom.
It is Hayden Blackman. Hayden, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So for people who haven't played the original Mafia, which is a 2002 release, talk to us about this game.
Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is a complete ground-up remake of Mafia from 2002, which is a seminal game that really launched the Mafia franchise. And in Mafia, you take
So
on the role
good.
of Tommy Angelo, who is a cab driver that falls in with the mob during the 1930s, actually during the height of Prohibition, in a city called Lost Heaven, which is loosely based on Chicago. And as a member of the Salieri crime family, he really gets embroiled in a war with the Morello crime family, and we kind of explore that story and Tommy's evolution from cab driver to respected member of the Mafia.
I feel like in the last 10 years, we've seen HD editions, remasters that are more graphical updates, but my understanding is that this is far more than just a new coat of paint on a game from 2002. Talk to me about what a remake means.
Everything was rebuilt, so every asset, every cinematic was reshot, and all the gameplay was completely redone. Now, we've kept all the same big beats from the original game. The story is the same for the most part. All the big plot points are there. All the missions are there and represented. But again, everything was completely rebuilt from the ground up in order to kind of meet the expectations of today's gamers and take advantage of today's technology.
The location in pretty much every open world game is a central character. In 2002, we have seen a ton of gameplay changes between then and now, 2020. Can you talk a little bit about some of the ways you've updated the open world setting and maybe some of the new mechanics that players can expect?
So we do that a number of different ways. You know, one, we looked at how populated can we make it, and we took some of the kind of world interactions and some of the things that we did with, crowds and non-player characters and other kind of city life from Mafia 3 and put them into Mafia, the Definitive Edition. But we also looked at, are there ways for us to kind of redesign the city so it's more fun to drive around? Do we need to widen the streets? Do we need to make sure that there's not as many 90-degree turns so that you can kind of coast around corners? And as we capture the feel of the vehicles, are there things that we want to do to make sure that the roads have grip or they're slick in the rain? And so that, I think, brought a lot of life to it as well, because most of the way that you engage with the city is through driving.
I mean, speaking of rebuilding things from the ground up, I gotta ask you about the cinematics. I mean, they looked gorgeous in the trailer. Yeah. And I mean, what was the process of rebuilding all of those cinematics?
For us, it was really, how do we recreate these, again, taking advantage of some of the cutting edge stuff that we've been doing at Hangar 13. So, we have, really great facial scanning and likeness capture technology, a state-of-the-art.
I'm kind of doing some editing over here.
So we really wanted to take advantage of that for
I wanted to show this.
The Definitive Edition. So we did go in and we rewrote all the cinematics, again, to add some of that language and add some of that character development and maybe some of that clarity that we were going for, without losing the essence of each moment.
Well, now it's time for my favorite question.
Yeah.
When can we play Mafia Definitive Edition, and where can people go right now to learn more?
Sure. So we are looking at an August 28th launch date, and we still, have a ways to go, and we're working on that kind of final polish push right now, but I'm really confident, really bullish in that date right now. If you want more information, you can go to mafiagame.com.
After seeing the trailer, I personally am hyped, Hayden. Thank you so much for joining us, at this year's PC gaming show, once again, MafiaGame.com. For our next title, it's time to head on over to Frankie.
Sean, next up, it's one of those games that looks so pretty we just had to show it to you. Ever wondered what Slay the Spire might be like with Tim Burton at the helm? Well, Road Lords could be the answer. It's being jointly developed by Cyanide and Leica Studio and sees you building a team from storybook psychos like Dracula, Bloody Mary, and Baron Samedi. Makes all the more sense when you realise you're being employed by the devil himself, a job that has my name written all over it. The game is out this October, and we've got a brand new gameplay trailer.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this exclusive gameplay reveal of our new title, Rogue Lords. Development is moving forward, and we are very excited to share some in-game elements and combat mechanics for the very first time. Rogue Lords is a rogue-like game where you play as the devil. You have to build your team with legends of evil and lead them in runs through multiple events and fights. After a terrible defeat years ago, you're finally coming back with your most faithful disciples to wreak havoc and terror in a world unbalanced after your long absence. The combat is turn-based and strategic. You will need to build your set of skills through your run to be prepared for any threat, analyze your enemy's next attacks, and create combos to secure victory. Every skill costs action points. You should think how to make the best of them each turn.
Yeah.
When one of your disciples
I just posted it in Discord.
Your own health bar is exposed, which is persistent during the entire run. If your health is reduced to 0, your run is finished.
Ah, god damn it!
In Rogue Lords, you are the devil, so you don't have to play by the same rules as Mortal.
Hold on.
When the situation becomes tricky, you can use souls to play with the
Do I have to
images
flatten
and
the...
change
Yeah, I
the
gotta
health bar,
flatten
for
the
example.
goddamn image.
This is an expensive trick to use, but very powerful and useful in the most difficult fights.
Hold on.
Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more info coming soon. See you next time.
There we go.
If you're a big fan of roguelikes, you know then know that
That's actually pretty close.
Digitally generated worlds and permadeath. Our next game,
Look
Unexplored
at
2, puts an interesting twist on these ideas. What if your
Look at that!
demise changed the game world itself?
That's completely Duckman.
For all of your future playthroughs. From developer Ludomotion and publisher Big Sugar,
I'm gonna... For those that don't know, I'm just gonna post the original character.
One called upon to be the next wayfarer.
This is the image I was using.
Will you answer? One tasked
Yeah.
to take your place in a long line of
So
heroes.
there's the original character.
Will you wave? When challenged,
Dude, it's the fucking character. Just slap some eyes, dude. It really is Duckman. Look at that.
This is our world.
By the way, there is a good chance we will be watching Duckman for movie night. If I ever do Duckman!
Will you be ready?
The latest update for Dauntless is the most ambitious chapter yet for this online free-to-play RPG. In Call of the Void, players
Dauntless?
unravel a mystery surrounding an ancient
They still update
civilization,
that?
culminating in a showdown with a new otherworldly behemoth. And as a nice little bonus, if you go to playdauntless.com right now and use the code PCGamingShow2020, you can get some free in-game rewards. Nice. Let's take a closer look at this update that's available now in Dauntless. This is Call of the Void.
Fair show, Hollow Knight. I hear a lot of people are like, they really love Hollow Knight, but I don't know if I would. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know. It's one of those games to where it's like, I don't know if it would be my game, you know? But I always hear a lot of people say it's really good. I did play a little bit of Dauntless, but
there's still more games to come on the PC.
It just seems really repetitive, you know?
Here's what's around the corner. Take a closer look at Blightbound.
Again, no actual gameplay.
RPG from
just show us some goddamn gameplay. How hard is it?
To you, Frankie.
There aren't many games about being in nature, which is why
one thing we can say for sure.
In this first-person survival sandbox,
if it were Hollow Knight, I think we'll get actual gameplay.
Full to the brim with life. Just don't go wandering around like Snow White. Wild, deadly beasts share this painted world with you, and you'll want to move carefully to avoid their bitey bits. Produced by a 3-person team out of Sweden, this project demonstrates the creative power of independent creators on PC.
It could be in-game. It looks close enough to be the image, but come on. If it's not actual gameplay, you can go yourself right now. What is it with everyone in building these days? I swear, it's got to be because of Fortnite. They have fishing? I mean, I want to say good for them, but... Well, okay, if you want to go, like, old school, yeah, it's definitely Minecraft that started it, for sure.
Of potions in video games.
Yeah, screw Epic.
But you've probably never stopped to consider.
Yeah, if you want to go old school, yeah, yeah. Minecraft's the OG, but
from the clutches
it seems like I don't know. I just feel like Fortnite just popularized it.
Let's take a closer
Maybe it's just
look
me.
at
I
this
don't know.
unique fantasy concept.
But still, valid point though. Valid point. This looks like it's still Dauntless. But what is this exactly? Looks like another mobile game for PC. Well, there's your microtransactions. Coming to Windows. You may have called it.
We spend a lot of time in video games fixated on finding the best, the most powerful gear. But in our next game, Mortal Shell, things are a little different. You aren't scouring a dungeon looking for a +1 sword. You're exploring a shattered world for the remains of defeated warriors that you then possess like a ghost. These are the Mortal Shells, and they're much more than mere pieces of armor and stats. Each one has a complicated backstory, a playstyle, and an identity that might give you mixed feelings about the body you're occupying. Coming later this year exclusively to the Epic Games Store on PC, let's take a look at this gorgeous and brutal action game, Mortal Shell.
I foresaw this. Scratch sigils on the
So, Dead Cells.
Counted the days.
I really want to get Dead Cells. I love the graphics. I love the gameplay. I love the graphics.
Yearning for a glimpse of the unknown.
Dead Cell. The reason why I want to play Dead Cells is it's bringing me back to like my old school. You know, back on the old Super NES.
And shadows.
Like a good platformer.
But beneath it all, no monsters.
No gods. Only oblivion.
Unless there's another Dead Cells game that I'm not familiar with. Yes, I am a fan of pixel art. Because it's dated technology. You're probably not going to see it again. But it can be relived in a modern day. That's why I like Dead Cells. Yeah, this game, it does look like Dark Souls. If you gotta go to a bonfire, yeah, it's... You're not hiding it, dude. Dead Souls is just so popular. Never played it, but
wait, there's more.
Seen it,
We've
heard
gotten
it.
a chance to see some of the core gameplay.
Kind of have
but now it's time to talk about bosses.
Kind of have an idea about it, you know.
Classic staple of this type of RPG. And in our second piece of Mortal Shell,
but
footage,
again, it doesn't.
We'll see a
I'm
boss
not
that
sure if it'll
isn't
be
just a
my
one-and-done
kind of
threat.
game.
Instead, it's a
That's the reason why I never
adversary
played it.
throughout the campaign. The Hattern is a mysterious figure who
Not saying
stalks
it's
the
bad,
player
it's
throughout
just-
Mortal Shell. As you grow and
if it doesn't seem like it's my kind of type of game, then
the clip we're about to watch shows the player's
well, I get
very
it.
first duel with the elusive adversary.
But then again, I have been wrong in the past. Everything about this does look like Dead Souls. You got the enemy health bar right in the middle, up top. But I would think Dead Souls would be kind of the time period. Yeah, there's no music. That's odd. Dude, you don't think it's copyright? If it's not copyrighted music, well, no, they won't use copyrighted. Could there be maybe like an artist? Well, not an artist, but like a composer or something that would be doing the music, maybe? Like if they had like Mick fucking Gordon do the soundtrack to this, you know what I mean? Because Mick Gordon can do good stuff. So if you got like him, you're probably gonna have that as like your final sell, you know? Just show off gameplay. All right, and then we'll announce Mick Gordon is the composer to this game. It's got to be something like that. Cause why is there no freaking music? That's a solid point.
Typically on the PC Gaming Show, we don't spend too much time talking about the Nintendo 64. But the beauty of PC gaming is that one way or another, almost all games find their way to us, and are often better off for it. After giving Blade Runner
Nintendo
and
64?
Proctor a master treatment, Night Dive Studios is now modernizing Shadow Man, a 1999 cult classic. They're adding in support for 4K and widescreen plus a whole suite of cut content from this dark action classic. Let's take a closer look.
Damn. If I had the Nintendo 64, that sounds awesome. If I had a Nintendo 64, that sounds really awesome. But sadly, I went from regular Nintendo to Super Nintendo to PlayStation 1. Huh. Looks like a RPG style of game. This really sounds like a kind of type of game that you would think that you would never hear again. That's awesome for fans of the genre and everything like that. That's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't think this would be Nintendo 64. This looks really good. And to be fair, even if you're not a fan of this, you can't say one thing. We're getting actual gameplay! Finally! Actual gameplay, here we go. I mean, it looks like actual gameplay. Happy for fans, but I don't know if it'll be for me, though.
On a first-name basis with our next guest, as he has been here at the PC Gaming Show 6 years running. From Tripwire Interactive, the president himself, it's John Gibson. Thanks so much for joining us, John.
Sean, it's my pleasure. I'm so excited to be back with you again to talk about so much cool stuff happening at Tripwire.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a lot of stuff, and I just want to kick off by asking, talk to me about Killing Floor 2.
So Killing Floor 2 just released the Perilous Plunder Summer Update. It's got 4 new weapons, Blunderbuss, Glock 18, Kaboom Stick, Tesla Launcher, new official map called Desolation, Space Pirate themed outfits. We're running a seasonal event with rewards until July 7th. And right now, it's free on Steam for a week, so you can go play it.
Hey! I also have to ask about the follow-up to a game that was announced at the PC Gaming Show.
Killing Floor 2 is not bad.
Talk to me about Chivalry 2.
So we're working with Torn Banner Studios. We're publishing. Torn Banner's developing.
More DLC, yeah.
And Chivalry 2 is coming along great. It's so fun. And we're excited to announce some big news.
Sadly, it's not enough for
between the
me
PC
to come back.
And the consoles, so you can hack and slash your console friends in Chivalry 2.
And last,
Chivalry
a game
2?
that has been so popular on Twitch. Talk to me about Maneater.
Yeah, so we were so excited to get Maneater out the door. You know, we've showed.
I don't know
you guys
who would be
originally in
into this
2018.
game.
We had all that fun with Frankie in the shark suit, which I'm kind of missing. The game is doing great. People are loving it. So much fan love.
Wait,
so
this
many
is
fan
released?
Videos. We're just really happy to have it out there and people eating lots of humans.
I gotta check.
It's
Did that release?
Such a funny game too. You know, you've talked a little bit about what games.
I thought it was coming.
What has
out.
been announced from Tripwire Interactive. What's coming up next for Tripwire?
So I wish we could come forward and announce an all-new game, and that would be great. But I can give you a few hints. So Chivalry 2, you know, is in
I
process.
thought Maneater
It's
was
coming
out.
in the not too distant future.
I didn't know it actually
Maneater,
released.
we're taking the community feedback and we're looking at
We're in the month of
things
June,
that we can
right?
add to the game. So you haven't seen the last of Maneater. And Killing Floor 2, you know, the game came out in 2015. So we're really thinking about what's next for the Killing Floor franchise. So stay tuned.
Well, if history is any indicator,
Oh, yeah, it
John,
did
I'm
release.
sure I'll see you at next year's PC
Back
Gaming
in
Show
May.
with those very updates. Thanks so much for joining
Well, there
us.
you go.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Now, at this year's PC Gaming Show, we've already taken
Yeah, I
a
thought
look
that game
at
was
some
coming
Epic
out.
Game Store
Apparently
exclusives.
already released.
Mortal Shell in particular looks very promising.
Released
But for a
back in
sense
May.
of what else there is, let's take a look at this.
May 22. Yeah, you get to control a shark and everything. Maneater is wild. Okay. I never played Maneater. So. Hey, Tony Hawk. Oh, but it's epic. I guess it ain't too bad. I think I would rather wait for Steam, maybe. I don't think I've purchased a single game on Epic. So, kind of my money's with Steam. Deep Silver. course they're gonna bring up Valhalla. Looks really good, but you're essentially getting Assassin's Creed for the time period. Excited for Super Meat Boy though.
Blightbound is a 3-player dungeon crawler where you and your friends explore unique dungeons, fighting a terrifying cadre of mystical and monstrous enemies, grab valuable loot, and recover fallen heroes to expand your roster of available warriors. Blightbound will battle its way onto Steam Early Access later this year as an ever-expanding game, with new maps, new heroes to add to your roster, and new loot to retrieve through free updates.
Behold, Blightbound, a cooperative dungeon crawler that tasks 3 heroes to venture down from their mountain refuge to face the abominations of the Blight, a mysterious and corrupting fog that enshrouds the land. Each player will choose a hero from one of 3 classes: warrior,
Is this a beat 'em up?
Titan's might, assassin,
Let me at him.
or mage.
My greatest power awaits.
Battle a terrifying horde of monstrous enemies and colossal bosses. Each class of hero fulfills a specific
No more
role
Castle
on the team
Crashers.
to overcome mounting odds, solve clever puzzles, and synchronize their ultimate abilities to unleash magic.
Looks more promising.
Battle through 3 distinct lands, each with several dungeons to conquer, including the eerie Gravemark, the oppressive Underhold, and
I think
the
I have seen a
precarious
game
Blood
similar to this, but I don't know if it's the same
Steel
one I'm
your
thinking of.
nerves and prepare once
And now that I'm
again
thinking about it,
to
it might be
enter the
Castle
Blight
Crashers?
Warrior.
Interesting. Hey, Devolver.
Are you viewers at home still
They were the
thinking
ones
about
that
the computer?
I think published.
Sorry.
What game was it? Hotline Miami. I like that one.
One thing we cherish about PC gaming is its openness.
If it had
The PC is a
cartoony
platform
style,
where
then
anyone
it's
can
probably
build stuff, tinker,
yeah.
and express themselves.
Probably is.
And that spirit invites
You like
creators,
Castle Crashers?
streamers, developers, stores, and all kinds of different voices to contribute to
I
PC gaming.
I think I've seen gameplay of it.
We've already featured a lot of exciting independent games here today, but in rapid-fire succession, here are 8 more indie projects.
The more and more I
we're
keep thinking about it, I
excited
think it is Castle.
Shadows of Doubt
Castle
is a
Crashers.
detective stealth game set in a fully simulated sci-fi noir city.
What the hell? Looks like freaking Minecraft. But
In the
that
Forgotten
looks
City,
good.
you fall
Holy
into an
crap.
ancient Roman utopia, only to find it full of people, mysteries, and difficult moral choices. Explore an open world.
Not gonna lie, if I were to ever play a Minecraft game, that looks more my style.
Our time in the sun.
I like the look of it. I have a thing for like anything that looks like noir. That looks like the 1930s, 1920s, 1950s, that sort of thing.
And stop them. You already
I have a thing for that time period.
If you fail.
If I were to ever play a
Final
Minecraft game, that would be it.
Paradise Killer, a first-person open-world murder mystery. Play as investigation freak Lady Love Dies as they explore the world, uncover the facts, and breathe life back into paradise.
There's been a murder. Last night, Paradise was killed. I'm investigation freak Lady Love Dies, reporting for duty. It's my job to scour the streets of Paradise and hunt for evidence.
That looks
Any one
pixelated.
of these psychopaths could have done it. Breathing life back into Paradise won't be easy. When love dies, all that remains are the facts. Paradise Killer. Coming soon.
Okay.
Haven is an RPG about the journey of two lovers escape to a lost planet to stay together.
So I guess the whole purpose of the game is you just go around finding pixelation everywhere. It looked pixelated to me.
Good thing we don't have to scrub.
At worst, I kill them.
Whoa, you.
Oh, come on. Dodge this one. Got it. You rock. You like that?
That's gotta hurt.
Cartel Tycoon is a narrative-driven drug empire simulator
Cartel,
where you rule as a succession of fictional drug lords in a world where
What?
death and violence are inevitable.
So you telling me I get to be a drug dealer? Oh, dude. You get to be a drug dealer. Okay. Cartel Tycoon. Okay.
Trash Sailors is a survival co-op adventure game set in a dangerous, ruined world.
Not sure if
full of
I would get it,
giants,
but
where you and friends must survive the great
I mean,
flood.
if I'm gonna do a game management game, I'll be drug dealer. I think I've seen this game. The whole premise is you have to you have enemy targets, and you have to constantly maintain your ship. I think I've heard of that game.
Is an indie love letter to classic
It looks
RPGs
familiar.
that lets you experience past, present, and future simultaneously.
You could play the demo.
Set in a vibrant fantasy world created in collaboration with RPG
Hey, that's set for
veteran
PlayStation
Chris
5.
Avalone, Alaloth offers
So
fast-paced
there might be
action
some
with
games
a
in
deep
this
narrative,
whole thing
bringing
that might be for
ARPG
next gen
dynamics
as well.
to a new level with a skill-based
Yeah, again, no
gameplay
freaking
inspired by great
gameplay.
classics and modern masterpieces.
No one gives a damn until you show off some actual gameplay. You can still dress it up and make it look good, but at some point you gotta show that gameplay, you know? Like, this looks like it could be gameplay. Do something more like that.
Weird West is a curious project from the co-creators of two of our favorite games, Dishonored and Prey. Despite its top-down perspective, Weird West carries forth much of the same spirit of those first-person games laid out in a dark reimagining of the Wild West, filled with fantastical creatures. From Wolf Eye Studios and Devolver, let's take a look at Weird West.
Devolver.
The
I'm a
West,
fan.
the land of opportunity. A place where you can be a hero, a scoundrel, and anything in between. This ain't quite the Wild West as you know it. There are ancient powers at war with each other. Strange entities lurking in
Might
the dead
be
of night
showing
with
some
their own
gameplay.
rules and their own peculiar motives. Welcome to the Weird West.
Digging the vibes so far. Not to be confused with Normal West.
Never happen to you if you can survive.
Okay, if I just understand the premise of it,
joining me to talk about Weird West is
it
the
might
president
be good.
and creative director at Wolf
But in
Eye
terms of
Studios,
look and
it's Ralph
vibe and everything,
Colantonio.
it's more my
How's it going,
style.
Ralph?
Hi, I'm great.
I can play
How are
that.
you?
I am awesome
It's just-
and eager to talk about this game.
If
And I want
I
to start with something
know
very
more.
straightforward. What is Weird West?
Weird West is an action RPG that is set in an environment that is called the Weird West. And it's very much of the kind of games that I've been working on in the past, except that the perspective is more like a isometric, top-down kind of view.
Yeah, I mean, we've referenced Prey and Dishonored, and we normally think of the immersive sim as first-person games like that. What happens when you try to translate that to that top-down isometric perspective?
There's not much difference in the spirit. You will really find yourself at home.
Okay.
It's just that it's a different perspective. So instead of seeing through the eyes of the player, of the character, you have a chance to run a party of people. So you have followers, and you have more kind of like a strategy kind of view. But the exploration and everything is, is still the same kind of spirit, but with a different perspective.
And, in particular for people that maybe haven't played immersive sims, I know that the whole notion of creative problem solving is a big aspect. Multiple ways to get past the same obstacle. Can you give some examples of that in Weird West?
We like games where we set up an environment for you, a context. There's a world, there are characters, there are
usually when you
objects,
hear
and
about
all
like
of those
action
objects have got
RPGs, they're
consistent
usually like
rules. And then there's an objective, which is, for example,
What is it?
Go inside this house,
Like
and
Renaissance theme.
frame a character.
But now they're doing it
by
in the West?
Putting a letter that he did not actually.
Not much
truly
into
write, but he put it there
RPGs,
so
but
that the sheriff can find it, right? You could do it in a very stealthy way.
But
which
I
would
could
be
probably
what
dig
you
a,
imagine people would do.
Wild
So
West
probably,
vibe.
Use a power and put people to sleep, and then get inside.
You've talked about the different things that you can do as a player in the game, but who are you? What can the player do to shape who the character is over the course of the game?
Right, so this is a very good question and also a very dangerous one for me.
It's the riskiest question yet, man.
To make it simple, you are going to play 5 different characters. Once the main quest is over with the first
Looks like
character,
I'll probably forget.
You go to the next
after
one.
this stream.
Now, the first one is still in the world, so you can go back and recruit him or her in your party.
What does death mean for you and for your companions in Weird West?
It's a risk that we're taking. We're gonna have different modes. There's the super hard mode where you die.
Yeah, if I ever were to
and
play
you
an
die.
action RPG, this would be more my style.
Playing in one forward timeline, and if someone dies, you're not supposed to reload. You're just supposed to continue to play within the same world.
Yeah, you continue to play with the same world, but now the sad thing.
Well,
is that
you gotta
that
pray to
doesn't
the Dark
apply
Lord
to
and
your
Master,
followers.
right?
Yeah, the characters that are with you, but maybe they'll come back at you someday under the form of an undead, or you don't know what's gonna happen. You can revive your followers if you're there and if you have the right tools with you. But if you don't and they die, that's it. Your followers are now in a little graveyard somewhere.
You make it sound cute. A precious little graveyard. Well, they will maybe come back as the undead. Yeah. Now, Raph, when can people get their hands on Weird West?
So the game ships in 2021, but some of you are gonna have...
Especially when a plane crashes.
Demo, actually, pretty soon, in the incoming months.
Well, because if you're ever going to show plane crash footage, you definitely want to show it on a plane
as well.
with
more
passengers.
information about that.
And make sure that that's the only
Raph, thank you
movie
so much for
available
coming
to
out.
watch.
Once again, that is Devolver Digital.
It's really good.
Wolf Eye Studios.
Also,
on
it
Twitter
really does help
for
if
that
you
upcoming
purposely
demo.
do some turbulence
For our
and make
next
it
game,
seem like
believe it or
everyone's
not,
gonna
yet again,
die in a
we're gonna
fiery
get Frankie.
crash. But don't worry, you would live. You just gotta be in plane crash position.
I wish for a simpler
Just
life.
remember that.
A life spent as a farmer in a humble JRPG village, where all I have to worry about is which vegetables to plant, what to name my chickens, and which of the dozen townsfolk I should propose marriage to. Our next game is a return to that simpler life. From XD Games, this is Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town.
Why is it I'm picturing Animal Crossing? Oh. Buffered for me a little bit. I'm getting buffering, but I'm not dropping any frames, so... Oh, wait, this is an older game? I mean, it just looks like Animal Crossing. At least we actually saw gameplay.
Marvelous. I'm so happy that you've been sending in your reactions, your memes, your takes to various temperatures throughout the show. Through the wonderful magic of motion graphics, you can even read them before your very eyes right now. I'm delighted by so many of them. Furious at a few, but I'm confused by none because you're just making a lot of sense today. We're in the home stretch of the show, so please continue to let us know which PC games you're excited about by using hashtag #PCGamingShow. Now, when it comes to genres, there are few as ambitious on PC as the MMO. It requires a vast amount of resources to create a rich, living, breathing world to entertain hundreds of thousands of players for years. And I know this because I watched Season 1 of Mythic Quest. Due on closed beta on July 23rd, Amazon Games' New World aims to deliver that vast open world with pitched battles of 100 players. I'm excited to announce today that if you pre-order New World right now, you can get into that July 23rd
I legally
beta
cannot say anything bad about MMOs.
On August 25th.
Cam Upper's a fan, so I gotta say it's good, you know. Legally, I gotta say it's good. I mean, to be fair, Cam Upper funds this stream entirely by himself. So, I mean, I can't say yay, I can't say nay, you know, I just gotta realize that, you know, it is what it is. So I in order to say anything at all, I gotta get Cam Upper's approval. Allows me to wear the Plague Doctor outfit. The Plague Doctor outfit always looks good. Always looks good. I never once saw the Plague Doctor and thought,
here on the PC Gaming Show, we're big fans of Life is Strange.
honestly, the whole Plague Doctor thing, that's one of the reasons why one of my favorite wrestlers is Martin Skrull.
First reveal it in 2018. Twin Mirror, the studio's
every time he
next
comes
game,
to the ring,
is
he has a Plague Doctor
thriller
mask.
that follows investigative journalist
And it's freaking
Sam,
awesome.
who returns to his hometown in West Virginia. Available to wishlist now on the Epic Game Store. Let's watch.
I could maybe drop the quality down a peg just so that way maybe it won't buffer. But then again, it also could be on their end. Yeah, it looks like Life is Strange.
Peaceful tops that list. Until that day.
You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid.
I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. You might be right. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Definitely has
You may
a
have seen
Life
Metal
is Strange
Hellsinger
vibe.
announced earlier this week, and today we get the opportunity to take a closer look at this unique game that the studio bills as a rhythm FPS. Published by Funcom, you have to battle through 8 hells, blasting demons to a heavy metal soundtrack. And to talk about one of the most epic encounters in the game is the creative director at The Outsiders, David Goldfarb. Take it away, David.
Heavy metal soundtrack, you had my attention.
Thanks. And let me say, it's a pleasure to be here. And I think right now everybody needs some games to give us a break from the reality that we're currently inhabiting. So that's
which is the whole reason why I think everyone's just releasing great games, but it has to take a freaking pandemic in order for it to actually happen. Gee, I always wonder if I could get Persona, you know, because I would really love to get, I don't know, maybe a little bit of Persona fucking 4 on PC. I always wanted one of these, but I don't know. Can it happen? Maybe. Gee, I always wanted one of those. But we had to get it in a freaking-demic. You could die, but you're going to get Persona 4. That's the rules we're going by? Okay. Yeah, very Doomish. But why would you release a game when we already got Doom earlier in the year? Didn't Doom Eternal came out not too long ago? Because I remember I was doing a playthrough of Doom 2016 and I remember thinking Doom Eternal was also released. Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, could have been in March. Sounds about right.
The Amulet of Chaos is a fun and silly tactical RPG that's coming to PC later this summer. It features a group of adventurers searching a dungeon for treasure. Each one of the characters has their own skill sets, or lack thereof.
Because when it comes to PCs, we always need RPGs.
Each one is kind of a failure, but together, they're too dumb to fail. The game doesn't take itself too seriously, it has lots of in-jokes for tabletop games, and for some reason it features a lot of chickens. Anyway,
tabletop.
Here is an exclusive preview
D&D?
of the Amulet of Chaos.
You again? I'd expected your asses to be turned into lampshades by now. You roach! I'm pissed! Ha! Pleased to meet you, pissed!
Oh, it's coming out next year.
What a burn! We'll smash your rotten brains out of
Well, I guess that'll be the Doom for 2021.
Guards! Guards! Dispatch these smelly bushwhackers!
But as of right now, I would probably say just go with Doom Eternal, you know? I don't know when I'm gonna play Doom Eternal, but it's definitely on the list. And plus, I kind of like the Doom Eternal. I saw, like, you could actually change perspectives. Because in the original Doom, they would have the first-person shooter.
To go sailing.
Your gun is, like, dead center of the screen.
Puts you on a boat in the middle
or you
of
could
a
go with
sea
the
of
classic
desert.
COD-style
In this
first-person
intriguing
shooter.
narrative adventure, you rescue
And I thought that was
stranded
kind of
people
awesome.
while
So you
looking
could
for the
go
rest
old
of your
school,
plan.
or you could go
Let's take a look at Red
COD
Sails.
first-person shooter. I really like it when games would make like a homage to like their things of the past. Because like in GTA 3, GTA has always been like a top-down perspective. And in GTA 3, they finally did like third person, but yeah, why the hell are people... They're on sand? Must be getting some hell. Gotta be a hell of a storm to be going on to push a sail across sand. Jesus.
So, DevBot, do you have any access to some medical programs in case I, bump my foot against some of these cold, unforgiving walls?
Reminds me of Journey.
Query received, Sean. In order to familiarize you with
Heard of Journey, never actually played
I have
it.
established contact with
May have
developer
seen some
Boston
gameplay though.
Studios, the creators of Surgeon Simulator 2.
Well, I wasn't really planning on doing any surgery. I feel like if I was injured, you'd be the one doing the surgery.
My analysis shows that Surgeon Simulator 2 contains all of the vital instructions for repairing fragile human bodies. 1 hour of Surgeon Simulator 2 is equivalent to 1 year of human medical school.
That's not true, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and thirst for knowledge, DevBot. And I'm certainly interested in this game. So let's take a look at Surgeon Simulator 2.
Okay. Wait. Is this music copyrighted? I really hope this music isn't copyright, because that would suck. Gonna get my first DMCA strike. Right when I heard vocals, I was like, oh, I hope it's not copyrighted.
Joining us to talk about Surgeon Simulator 2, we got Mark Pick on the line. Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So, for anyone who has not experienced the hilarity of Surgeon Simulator 1, can you just give us the gist and tell us, what is Surgeon Simulator 2 all about?
We've kind of taken the tone and the heart of the original, which is that chaotic physics gameplay, and we've really kind of blown it out to brand new epic proportions. So in the original game, you're just one arm kind of moving around on one table. In the new game, you're actually a fully limbed surgeon moving around for the first time in the series on 2 feet. In the original game as well, yeah, right. What an innovative feature in 2020. In the original game as well, you were limited to just surgery, whereas in Surgeon Simulator 2, there's a whole plethora of brand new mechanics, challenges, and gameplay elements to explore. You're not just looking over one patient's chest cavity anymore, but you're actually exploring a fully fledged medical facility.
Can you maybe tease a little bit of some of the other, perhaps, medical operations that I get to perform in Surgeon Simulator 2?
Yeah, so there is 12 operations in the game, and you will have seen a few of those in the trailer just now. Think of that facility as like a little bit like the original Surgeon Simulator, with a bit of kind of a mad scientist lab thrown in there, through this kind of lens of like a Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory vibe. Like, you're never really sure what's going to be around the next corner and what new twist or what dark machinery you're going to come across next. So players are going to come across everything from like surgical vending machines, over-engineered operating theatres, automatic patient dispensers, my personal favourite, which is actually an improvised cannon, where you can actually fire limbs or organs and things across to your fellow surgeons on the other side of the room to keep operating on Bob.
Now, Mark, I understand that there is a creation tool in Surgeon Simulator 2. What does that entail?
Yeah, that's right. So in keeping with the variety and the surprise that we talked about before, in Surgeon Simulator 2, we're proud to announce that we are bringing the Bossa Labs creation mode to the game. Now, in creation mode, you as a solo player or in a group of up to 4 players can get stuck into the very same tools that we as designers and developers use to build our very own story mode. It's an easy to use, intuitive, friendly set of tools where it's as much fun to create as it is to play.
So I want to ask, what are some of the examples of the types of levels, the types of creations that people have made?
That's a great question. So we've been live for the last few months already. The wealth and the variety of content made by players so far has been really, really incredible to see. So there's been everything in there from traditional takes on surgery, like the end of the original game. We've also got ghost ships in there. We've got bowling alleys. We've even got a take on the Surgeon Olympics, where people are bouncing around Bob's head and using that as a ball. And then we've got my personal favourite, which is the kind of the take on the bottle flip challenge. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, but where you can kind of flip a bottle with the hands and kind of, it's not the easiest thing to do with the Surgeon Simulator hand. And you just kind of step back and see the physics chaos play out. And it's a lot of fun. It's very satisfying to see play out.
Mark, I had a blast playing Surgeon Simulator 1. When can people play Surgeon Simulator 2, and how do they get access to this creation workshop you've mentioned?
Surgeon Simulator 2 is coming to the Epic Game Store in August 2020, and you can pre-order that right now. You can also go to surgeonsimulator.com for more information and follow us at Surgeon Sim on Twitter to learn more.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That's Mark Pick. I'm Sean Plott. Let's go to Frankie Ward.
Sean, you'll remember our next developer from their appearance in the PC Gaming Show way back in 2015. Hello Games are a small UK indie studio, perhaps better known for building the infinite,
apparently
generated universe.
Surgeon Simulator is on Steam.
But their next big release is an altogether more intimate, handcrafted affair. The Last Campfire is an adventure game, a story of a lost ember trapped in a puzzling place, searching for meaning and a way home. Let's check it out.
Why is it you could almost tell when something is from Epic is when it looks very cartoony? Is that like their motto? Our games are only look like cartoons. Is that thing a condom? Sorry, I had to say it.
As satellites go by.
Just looks like a bunch of little guys walking around.
Escape from Tarkov has become one of the breakout successes
Hey,
of 2020,
Tarkov!
becoming a smash hit on Twitch as players fell in love with its extra gritty take on first-person shooters. But as anyone who works on the internet will tell you, the people always want more. And more we've got for you today. Because in a moment, I'm going to be speaking to one of the game's developers about what's coming next. And that includes...
One of the game's developers? There's only one, dude! Never played this game, but I watch a lot of streams of it. Is this a new map? By the way, the soundtrack to Escape from Tarkov is pretty cool. I should actually grab some of their songs. Shouldn't be copyright. Yeah, I think this is a new map. It's so weird. Never played the game, but yet I know so much about it. I think there's a streamer called Smoke. He plays this game from time to time. And I think he plays a song from Tarkov, and the first time I heard it, it was like, is this like a Payday song? Because it has like a Payday vibe to it. So it looks like it's a new map.
Here with me to talk about what's coming next is Nikita Buyanov from Battlestar
Because he's
Games.
the only
Thanks for joining us
developer.
today, Nikita.
Thank you for having me.
I would love if you would kick off by, just for anyone who hasn't played or seen Escape for Tarkov.
What do you mean one of the
how does
developers? He's the only dude.
Tarkov work? What makes it different from, say,
This guy builds the
a
game,
class-based shooter or a battle royale?
and he does the
It's
music
more
all by
about,
himself.
Like, true survival.
He does
You
everything.
need to actually escape from a location through extract points, and you need to actually save your life and save your gear and your loot. And if you die, you will lose everything.
So how does the new map compare to the existing map set in Tarkov?
It will be the biggest and the most detailed location ever. It will be a lot of explorable buildings, undergrounds. It's like an attempt to simulate the city, the realistic modern city.
So give me a breakdown of what's coming up in this upcoming patch 12.7.
12.7 is more like a technical patch. It will include the big addition called the expansion of Customs location. Customs is the pretty iconic location for the EFT. It will like enlarge the overall area by 30 or even 40%. The next updates will totally like overhaul the whole skill system, and there will be new boss called Senator. This boss will able to heal his partners and like
Wow.
search for stashes. So we always try to bring something new in terms of new bosses. Really big amount of cool features.
That's gonna
have
make it
to
difficult.
come this year. We'll try to bring some new experience for you.
Some of those bosses are like one-shot bosses.
For anyone
Like,
who's listening who hasn't yet played it,
they are
where should
freaking
they
tough.
They should go to our site, www.escapefromtarkov.com, and see for yourself. You could purchase it over there.
So once again, escapefromtarkov.com to check it out. And Nikita, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
For our next
I don't think he was actually
PC
talking
gaming
to
show,
him.
It's time to head on over to the inimitable Frankie Ward.
I think that was pre-recorded.
Over the last decade, developer Red Barrels has given us some of the most messed up horror games ever created. The next game in the Outlast series offers more mind-numbing terror, but this time, we're friends.
But yeah, Tarkov
Outlast Trials is
is...
set during the Cold
You can
War,
play with
and in
other
this
players,
happy period
but
of distrust, fear,
there's...
and violence.
It's very
You and your
realistic,
friends are
so
human
there's no
beings
indicators to
involuntarily recruited to test
point out
advanced
who's your
methods
friend
of
and foe.
brainwashing and mind control.
So on Discord, you basically got to say, "Is that you?"
But work
And you
together,
gotta
and maybe you'll
signal
survive
one way or another
the
that yeah,
Outlast
it's
Trials.
me. Very interesting for those that don't know about Tarkov. I think I actually have Outlast. God damn it! That better not be copyrighted. I might be deleting this VOD after. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube first. I'm thinking there's some copyrighted music here. Just talk over it. Sorry. Oh wait, you mean talk over it because like if it is copyright, maybe that would be fine. Yeah.
Device fully operational.
I see what you mean.
Excellent. Bring in the other subjects.
Yeah, I do have Outlast. Yeah, it's in my Steam library. I really want to download Persona 4, but I can't. I gotta do that after the stream.
And with that, the 2020 PC Gaming Show is now...
Good! Now I can download Persona 4!
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you got the chance to see some games that excited and delighted you. Also, as you might imagine, it is really challenging to put on a show with no nearby gaming conventions. So an enormous thanks to our sponsors for helping to make this show possible. This year, the sponsors are mythical. Perfect World, Funcom, Frontier Developments, Exceed Games, Atlas, Intel, All In Games, Humble Games, Sega, Amazon Games, Merge Games, Tripwire Interactive, and the Epic Games Store. Without your support, we would not have had the opportunity to put on a show for the greatest platform, PC gaming. Now, before I say goodbye, I want to give a warm thanks and a chance for my co-host to say goodbye. Thanks again, DevBot.
I am glad to have been of service, Sean. I'm going to shut down into sleep.
Yeah, it feels bad for Hollow Knight.
Until next year. Frankie, what is your goodbye message?
Thank you so much to all of our devs for your incredible games, and of course a massive thanks to our sponsors for making this all happen. And finally, a big thanks to you guys at home for watching. I'm actually off with my little evil sidekick now to take over the world, and I really do look forward to being your evil Emperor Overlord. Until next year, thank you so much, and goodbye.
All right, that's it. Coming up next is the Future Games Show over at twitch.tv/GamesRadar, where you'll see more exclusive reveals, deep dives on the future of gaming, and developer interviews. With that, I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and this has been the PC Gaming Show. Stay healthy, stay safe, and take care.
All right. That's pretty much it.
Hello, world. Or rather,
wait, what?
Goodbye, world. These are the credits.
Oh, we're doing the credits now.
.exe, load credits.bat, open credits.wad. You get the idea. These are the humans who helped me make the show. I don't know why humans require acknowledgement for everything. Who is that? They are not in my database. My whole head is a video. I could have been the video team. You didn't even ask me.
What the hell? We'll play out the credits.
All of the world's knowledge, but I'm still not sure what a grip does. Look at how many people it takes to do the work of one DevBot. While you were watching this, I calculated pi to 49 trillion digits. How about you? HMU. Kids with their acronyms, am I right? I just hijacked all of these people's computers and found an alarming amount of Henry Cavill fanfiction. There should really be an achievement for watching this far into the credits. I am assuming direct control of these drones and announcing it out loud for some reason. Are you sure you want to quit watching? All unsafe progress will be lost. Editor, editor, editor. So many editors. Pro tip, when asking a computer to open a pod bay door, say please. With all of these sponsors, you'd think I'd have a heck of a lot more RGB. Okay, I have to go now.
Nice, they put Persona 4! Specifically Persona 4!
This album is groovy. Error. Updating dictionary. This album slaps. The nature of God does not compute. However, he would definitely sound like Wayne. Speaking of tools, could someone adjust my OmniWheel server motor? Oh yeah, that's the spot. Take a picture, weirdo. It'll last longer. There will now be a short quiz, so I hope you memorized all those names. And don't forget to thank your computer for showing it to you. The show is over. No, you hang up. Initiating self-destruct sequence. Just kidding, I would never.
Was there something about Darkest Dungeon? To be fair, I was too busy being so excited about Persona 4. I basically just... well, things. So... yeah, they're still showing stuff, but I think that's gonna be it for me, because I'm pretty sure I probably got my first copyright strike on Twitch. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, they're still showing stuff, so if you guys wanna watch it, links in. Well, I posted it in chat earlier. Yeah, it was a nice stream. Yeah, they're still showing stuff, but that's basically it. So we are going to be doing a podcast a little bit later. In approximately... Basically, I have like an hour, 30-minute break. So... I think I do want to take a break. So... I did thought about maybe doing a little bit of more Yakuza. Which, by the way... I don't know if I missed it or what, but apparently I had a zap gun the entire time, and... Well, needless to say, I started using it, and I'm almost to 50 billion yen. So I think it's safe to say I'm going to be farming Mr. Shakedown for a little bit. So I kind of did a little bit earlier today. Actually, I was doing it the entire time off stream. I just now realized I actually have food, and I haven't touched it since the start of the stream. It's been sitting there for like 2 hours. So anyway. Told you the zap gun is good. I didn't know I had it, so I think I got it from one of the Dream Machines, and I don't know, I just never touched it. And then at one point I was like taking on Mr. Shakedown, and I was like, wait, zap gun? I didn't know I had that in my inventory, so then I started using it, and of course I whooped Mr. Shakedown's ass, and now I'm either approaching 50 billion or I'm at 50 billion. It's definitely 40 billion yen is how much I have, definitely. Last I remember seeing was like 45, 47 bill. So yeah, it definitely did the job. I just don't know when I got it. So at some point I got it and I just didn't know it was there. It had to have been from one of the Dream Machines. I just don't know if it was off stream, if it was on stream. All I know is I'm whooping Mr. Shakedown's ass, and I've been farming his ass this morning. And I got like close to 50 bill, so I was planning on doing some Yakuza, but I think I am going to take a break before we get dark in here and start having some fun. It's like 1:25 right now for me. The podcast isn't going to be until 4. So actually I got longer than an hour. For some reason I had an hour and 30 minutes. But no, I got plenty of time. Would you be interested in Metal Gear? I actually looked it up. Turns out Metal Gear 4 was on PlayStation 3, and my PlayStation 3 is really wanting to crap out, so looks like I won't be able to play Metal Gear Solid 4. But yeah, there's definitely an interest in Metal Gear. So I've been thinking about that. How to get a hands on Metal Gear. Besides 5. Because 5 was still fun. I still actually open it up from time to time. I try and keep my guys active. Send them off to combat deployments, that sort of thing. But yeah, I have interest in Metal Gear. I just don't think there's a whole lot for PC, sadly. Oh, you're talking about the PlayStation 1 emulator. True, yeah, I could do that. For sure. Yeah, I've been noticing that you've been kind of going ham a little bit. I think a few times I thought I saw that you were doing emulator stuff in my Discord. I've been meaning to check it out. I feel bad. I know I saw it a few times. I just forget when. But yeah, how's it run on your PC? And I think you were using the same emulator that I have for PlayStation 1, I think. I forget. Do I have that on my... I don't think I do. I think that's on my streaming PC. Yeah, it's on my streaming PC, damn it. I need to transfer that over. Runs really well. So if it runs on Potato PC, then it should run on yours. Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried. I was just wondering if, like, you know, because I know you're on a Potato, so I was like wondering, because like, here's an example. My streaming PC is not the best, but it still does the job. The PlayStation 2 emulator, it like barely passes, just barely. And honestly, it's because of the last update of the PlayStation 2 emulator. So, that PlayStation 2 emulator is really what... The last update is really what I needed for my Potato streaming PC. So I was just kind of curious if you had issues. That's why I asked. But yeah, my old streaming PC, I remember playing some emulator stuff on it a long time ago. And it was kind of like hit and miss. So I was just curious if, like, it still it was capable with you. Anyway. But yeah, I think I want to take a break, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of, like, Yakuza Mr. Shakedown grinding. At some point, I do need to go to the disco, and I'm just so lazy of just doing that. I just need to go to the disco and try and get freaking goddamn whatchamacallit. Miracle Johnson. I still need to do that. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, maybe I should get something to eat and then... Yeah, I think that's a good call. Yeah, I think... Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I'll get something to eat and... But some degree, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to do a little bit of... Because if I do have some time, I will be doing it. It's just, do I want to stream it? And I wouldn't mind. And plus, I do kind of need to upload this stream to YouTube, because there is a possibility I got a copyright strike, so to be safe, I'm going to delete this VOD on Twitch. But, far as I know, I think YouTube is still up and running, and if it is, and I can double check that, I probably don't even need to delete the VOD. Well, yeah, I'm deleting the VOD on Twitch, but YouTube... Yeah, YouTube might be fine, actually. Let me refresh. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, YouTube is fine, but on Twitch, I'm going to be deleting this VOD. Just as extra precaution, I think I will try and upload it first. Just as a safety precaution, but once it gets uploaded... I'm deleting it, so... Just in the off chance there was some music, because there was some moments to where I heard some vocals and I was like, if it's instrumental, I think we'll be fine, but there was some singing, so I'm not sure. But I'm sure Twitch, I'm so used to YouTube doing this. I'm sure Twitch would send me an email, hey, you got your first DMCA strike. Perfect. That's the one thing I'm just worried about. I don't give a shit about the fact that, okay, if you play copyrighted music, you know, I feel like I've been kind of good on that. It's just what if something happens and it's like today we're watching the video game show, the PC gaming show, like, that's the only problem I have with the whole DMCA thing. I mean, other than that, I feel like I've been pretty good. So, anyway, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's a good call. I think I'm going to end the stream, get some food, and I'll be back in a few hours. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just end the stream. Normally I do a whole bunch of thank yous, but I'm just not going to do that. I'm